Okay, now here's the thing. I love God with all my heart. If there's been nothing that I can say about God, he has truly been a blessing to me. I can't breathe without him. I can't live without him. He's certainly my God. But there's some things that I don't understand that religiosity has brought us to. I had a chance to be with a friend of mine, and he's a pastor and also an evangelist. He does a lot of work in the community. And while I was there, one of the things I saw was he actually was taking the church money that he had gotten together from the congregations and from people who were helping him out and sowing into his ministry. He took the money and he divided the money up. And when he divided the money up, I also saw him at that point have names next to the money. And I'm not talking about like 10 names or like 5 names. I'm talking about like, 25, 30 names that were there. Now these people were people who were poor, who barely had places to live, who couldn't eat. Some of these were children who didn't have mothers or fathers. Some of these were women who had children but didn't have a husband or wasn't able to work. Some of these people were handicapped and weren't able to take care of themselves. He divided the money up and he put their names by the money, and then he went to each and every one of their homes and delivered to them money to help them survive, to help them live. And I thought about it and I said, that's the most holy thing I've ever seen done before in my life. We shouldn't be building churches when we can't build people. We need to understand that if we're actually going to do the work of God and do what he says do, and biblically, it talked about how that they used to gather the money into the temple and they would divide it amongst everybody. They would take their money and bring it to the temple and they divide it amongst everybody. And everybody would get the same thing and they all would be blessed. The problem with our country, the problem with some of our churches, the problem with a lot of individuals is we take too much. The rich keep taking and the poor keep staying the same way that they are. It's time for us to have different mindsets. That if you really want to be biblically sound, do it like the Bible says that. Don't tell me about the Bible and then you act like the devil. Or you act in greed. Or you act in selfishness. That's not a biblical principle, the last time I checked. The last time I checked, we should be able to give to one another, to be a blessing to one another. If I have extra, I give extra, because I want to be a blessing to people. We need to learn the concept that the love of God doesn't stop with your money. It doesn't stop with what you own. I love God unless he's talking about my money. We need to learn that if we're truly going to stand for God, truly going to stand for what we stand for, we got to be able to share with one another. Stop building these big churches and start building people. Because after all, I am the church. Come join the movement. You ain't got to sign up. All you have to do is follow the principles of Jesus Christ. And that's that we would help change one another's lives by showing love to each other. Come join today. It's the movement.